Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 9 show, where I, Nikki D, break down all 15 games in the NFL. I'll let you know who I think is going to win. I'll let you know who I think is going to lose. We had the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers both have byes this week. And let me know down in the comment section below what game you're looking forward to this weekend. And don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you could be notified of when I drop my next video. Without further ado, let's get to our first game on the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 9 show. We have the 6-2 CJ Stroud-led Houston Texans going on the road into MetLife Stadium to take on A.A. Rodgers and the 2-6 New York Jets. And Houston has just looked very good this season, especially against teams that they are favored to beat by a lot of points. And I see that here with the Jets. I think A.A. Rodgers has a decent game here, but I think C.J. Stroud is just going to come out, show out, and lead the Houston Texans to a win. So I'm picking the Houston Texans to beat the New York Jets. And now to Sunday football. We've got the 3-4 Dallas Cowboys going on the road into Mercedes-Benz Stadium to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And Dallas has been excellent on the road this season with the exception of last week, 3-1 on the year. But Kirk Cousins has just become a great quarterback in Atlanta this season, and Dallas will keep it close. I do expect that. I don't expect this to be a big blowout, but I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Dallas Cowboys. In our next matchup, we have Tua Tagovailoa and the 2-5 Miami Dolphins going on the road into Orchard Park to take on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And Buffalo has looked excellent this year. Josh Allen has performed well in almost every single game they played this year. And Miami has been struggling with injuries, especially at the quarterback position. Great to see Tua back, but I really don't think it's going to make a difference in this game. I'm picking the Buffalo Bills to beat the Miami Dolphins. And in our next matchup, we have the 2-6 Las Vegas Raiders going on the road into Paul Brown Stadium to take on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. And I really feel like Joe Burrow is going to be the X factor here. I think the Raiders have been decent on offense and defense. And when I say decent, I don't mean good. I don't mean great, which is why they're 2-6. And I think Joe Burrow is going to expose that. I expect at least 2 to 3 touchdown passes by Joe Burrow in this game, as I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Las Vegas Raiders. Up next on the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 9 show, we have the LA Chargers going on the road into the dog pound to take on the 2-6 Cleveland Browns. And I really feel like Justin Herbert's going to show up in this game. He showed up last week with a pair of touchdown passes. And Cleveland did do good last week in the dog pound. They beat Baltimore, major upset. But I don't see that extending for another week. I think the Chargers front seven is just going to be too much for Jameis Winston. And I'm picking the LA Chargers to beat the Cleveland Browns. And in our next matchup, we have the 2-6 New England Patriots going on the road into Nashville to take on the 1-6 Tennessee Titans. And I will be the first to admit that I really feel like this is a battle of the two worst teams in the AFC. Neither team has really been able to get much momentum going. New England getting a win last week, but they just got it at the last second in a very close back and forth game with the 2-5 Jets. And Tennessee just hasn't been blown out by almost every team they faced this year. And honestly, I think New England's going to expose a lot of that. I'm picking the New England Patriots to beat the Tennessee Titans. In our next matchup, we have Jalen Daniels and the 6-2 Washington Commanders going on the road to East Rutherford to take on the New York Giants. And I think Jalen Daniels is going to have a spectacular game this week. I expect at least 2 to 3 touchdown passes. I think he'll even get a rushing touchdown as well, because Jalen Daniels is a versatile player. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball, he can do what you need him to do. He's that kind of player. And I think the New York Giants defense has been one of the worst defenses in the NFL this season. So I'm picking the Washington Commanders to put the beat down on the New York Giants. In our next matchup, we have the 2-6 New Orleans Saints going on the road into Bank of America Stadium to take on the Carolina Panthers. And I know I said it last week, if the Saints lose, I'm not picking the Saints again. But I don't want to pick the Carolina Panthers either. Like the Patriots and the Titans, I think this is the matchup of the worst two teams in the NFC right now. Neither team has been able to get any type of momentum, has not been able to get any type of rhythm, and I think this is going to be a very low scoring game. I think this comes down to whoever makes the last mistake loses, and I'm picking the New Orleans Saints to beat the Carolina Panthers. In our next matchup on the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 9 show, we have rookie Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos going on the road to M&T Stadium to take on Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and the Baltimore Ravens. And this is going to be a battle of 5-3 teams, both teams with the 5-3 record coming into this game. And I think this is going to be a very close game. I think Bo Nix is going to have at least 2 to 3 touchdown passes in this game. I think Derrick Henry is going to have at least 2 rushing touchdowns on the ground. But at the end of the day, I think Lamar Jackson is going to be the X factor in this game. I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Denver Broncos. And in our next matchup, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars going on the road to Lincoln Financial to take on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. And honestly, Jalen Hurts is going to be the X factor in this game. I don't really expect this game to be too close. I think Saquon Barkley is going to have a beast of a game here against this Jacksonville defense. And I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles to put the beat down on the Jacksonville Jaguars. In our next matchup, we have Caleb Williams and the 4-3 Chicago Bears going on the road into Glendale to take on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. And this is a game that I really feel could swing either way. I think this game is going to be as even as we get this week. Both the quarterbacks like to throw, both quarterbacks like to run ball, both of them have a decent running game as well. The defense is very eerily similar with these two teams, and I really feel like it's going to come down to who has the ball last in this game. I'm picking the Chicago Bears to rebound and beat the Arizona Cardinals. And our next matchup, my opinion, game of the week, the 6-1 Detroit Lions go on the road into Lambeau to take on the 6-2 Green Bay Packers. And I will say this much, if Jordan Love does not play in this game for Green Bay, they are going to struggle. Detroit's offense looks like one of the best offenses in the NFL. They dropped 52 points last week, and they had 0 points in the fourth quarter, which tells you they could drop points really fast and put this game out of reach really quickly. As I'm picking the Detroit Lions to beat the Green Bay Packers. And up next on the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 9 show, we have the 3-4 LA Rams going on the road to Qwest Field to take on the 4-4 Seattle Seahawks. And I do think that this game will be a lot more competitive than a lot of people think because of the fact that Cooper Kupp has returned from injury for the Rams. A big part of the receiving game. I think Jared Goff is going to have a very good game. And I think Seattle and Geno Smith is just going to completely go off in this game. I'm picking the Seattle Seahawks to beat the LA Rams. And our next matchup, we have Sunday Night Football. We have the 4-4 Indianapolis Colts going on the road to Minneapolis to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And honestly, I think Indianapolis is going to have a decent game. I do think Anthony Richardson is going to turn the ball over at least twice. I think Minnesota's front seven is just going to be too powerful, and the Vikings are just going to turn into a complete different beast now, considering they've lost 2 out of their last 3 games, and they really need to get their season back on track before they fall to the middle of the pack of the NFC, and I think they're going to do that this week. I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings to beat the Indianapolis Colts. And now, Monday Night Football. We have the 4-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers going on the road into Arrowhead Stadium to take on the 7-0 Kansas City Chiefs. And honestly, I expect Taylor Swift to be in attendance. Ha 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 ha. But down to the game time, I expect Patrick Mahomes to come out. He'll probably have at least 2 to 3 touchdown passes. I think Travis Kelce will get a touchdown grab in this game. I think Baker Mayfield is going to come out and probably turn the ball over once or twice. This Kansas City defense shows no mercy week after week. A big reason why the Chiefs are still undefeated at 7-0. And they're a big reason why the Chiefs will remain undefeated after this week, as I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that was the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 9 show. What game are you looking forward to seeing this weekend? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful evening. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.